Oh, yeah. But just looking at this job burnout, yeah. A lot of people, as a man, right, their identity is what they do. And I realize that. I mean, when I was a financial consultant, well, I introduced myself. Hello, my name's Paul. I'm a financial consultant with Washington Mutual. Yes. And that was very much a part of my identity. But having been homeless for 7.5 years, I do not have an identity with my actual work. Now, I mentioned certain laws that are being violated. Yeah. See, I can go through this documentation over here. Yeah. And I can say, well, you had no jurisdiction to issue the protection order in 2011. I can actually prove it. My sons were abducted. They're being held hostage because you kidnapped them. Now, I don't actually get my identity from my job anymore. I am wanting to go to work. I have some things that I'd like to do. And for those in the federal government that don't like the idea of somebody kind of looking over their plans before they pass the legislation and asking them a few questions like, oh, $5.4 billion, let's build a big wall. That'll be really good. What's the next administration going to do? There, there are certain reasons why there were some checks and balances of the United States Treasury. Yes, I realize that each and every building that is owned by the United States is actually the property. You're just the employees, and as much as you get your identity as an employee, you're a senator from whatever state, and you introduce yourself that way. You'll only be a senator as long as you get reelected, and eventually you won't. Then you, it's difficult. I know your identity is your job description, whatever you were elected to office to do. But for some old guy that just sits there and looks at all these various plans for the next 70 years, you're going to do what? You're going to spend how much money? I've known, well, you're going to have to give me my sons, and then I'm going to get a whole lot of documentation. Then I'm going to sue those that have sworn that they would support and defend the Constitution. And if General Miley's concerned, is it the actual army that's building that wall? Because I, oh. Well, General, you're a general as long as you're there, and then you retire like the rest of them. For those that are retired generals that are sitting back looking at the General Miley and all that authority that you have over the United States Army, they remember what it was like when they had that job. Now, they have some burnout buster suggestions. Yes. Uh-huh. The next time a stranger asks you what you do, you say, I'm in the Army. You take the stars off your shoulder. No. You know, I know General Miley. There have been quite a few four-star generals before yourself, and each and every one of them, when they retired, they had to take the stars off. Now, no, I'm not thanking you for your service. You know, there's the idea, okay? An employee of the United States military, yes, is similar to a garbage man. Now, you can give them a Christmas card with $5 in it.